Greetings, traders. Thanks for joining us today on our report, our monthly report on the Day Traders Action Room results. Good to see you. Please feel free to read the rest of the report and make sure and check out the live recordings from my room where I'm actually making regular trade signals there. You'll get excited when you see that. I'm just here to do a quick recap of our monthly results here, which are printed below this, and you can see it on the report. So far, the main thing showing that of 98 trading sessions we've had, which is just a smidgen over 6 months, we've made $99,289. This month, the total, as you see in the total there, I list all the trade totals shown, is $13,972. Now, we average about 5 to 15 trades a day. Sometimes we only have 1 or 2 trades. But we have an average of about 65 to 100% win ratio. If we make 2 trades, they're both winners, that's 100% win ratio day. Something like that gives you the idea. But we have 95% winning sessions, and that's a record we've had for many, many years. So it's unheard of in the industry, I know, but just because you haven't done it yourself and you haven't seen it before doesn't mean it isn't real. We have done that for a long time. We just do not lose in the Day Traders Action Room. And if we have a drawdown, I go in and keep fighting, and I always get the money back 99% of the time. I really try hard. Let's say 95% of the time. I really work hard in the Day Traders Action Room to, have the back of our traders and make sure that we get ahead and close out each session with a winning day. Anyway, you can see the totals there. And I'm here live in the Day Traders Action Room right now. It's not live market, it's just after hours, but I'm showing you. And let me scroll back over the chart. We've marked very key levels that show up, and you can see how this, what I'm calling a magenta area, this one for last Friday. This is a chart from Friday. How they, right into the close, this is the closing time. This is a West Coast chart here. They smoked the market right up into that magenta zone. Notice that? And they hovered and stalled right in there. This was another semi-key area. And then, I print these on the chart. We use a 450 tick chart in the room. We show the trade channels you can see, and everything's colored nicely so you can really get a picture of what's going on. This below here is my institutional bias line that we use. A lot of people, and myself included for many years, used the VWAP, but I found it wasn't that effective, so I developed my own version of something what I call better, and I call it the institutional bias line, which is kind of what the VWAP has become to be known. But I find this to be substantially better. So this is just an example of what the room looks like. Up here you have the high 5, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the composite index, the transportation index, the BKX, which is the NASDAQ banking index. We watch this for bias, clues, and things like that. And then the all-important advanced decline line, which is the total shown right here, dollar advanced decline line. And specifically on the NASDAQ markets, the NASDAQ market, you have a specific advanced decline line just for that. So I'm often comparing the two in the room to give us part of our bias readings. So we have a lot of different tools that we use. And I don't teach you how to trade in the room. We just, I've been trading for 32 years. So by partnering up with me, you're going to get next to me each day in the room on the internet. And I'm going to go in and sit on your trading desk with you, your virtual trading desk, and I'm going to hand you live winning signals, unlike ever before seen in the trading room industry. There's been a lot of frauds in the industry that said they're doing live trades, and some did, but they're all gone since long ago, since many years ago. They blew out because they couldn't really trade. We've been around a long time because I really know how to trade, and I can hand you winning signals that you can turn into a living. So it's a real advantage. And we only trade usually an average of about 2 hours a day, and then we're done. And we trade 4 days a week. Excuse me. We don't trade all week. We trade 4 days a week, have a 3-day weekend, and we make more than any other trading room I've ever seen. So You know, try not to get caught up on these YouTube videos with a lot of these people coming on there, just making up the stupidest stuff I've ever heard, you know. I made $3,000 in 2 minutes, and I do that every day, and here's how I do it. And they get on there and show you some RSI thing or some goofy thing like that. I think they're all just trying to get a new boyfriend or girlfriend, you know, whatever. That's what it looks like to me. But that's why they make these videos, you know, just try to clickbait you in there. So if you want to get into a real trading room and make real money with our large group of traders that have been with me for years, and they wouldn't have been with me for years if I wasn't making them money. So consider joining our room. It's free. If you join the room, what I mean by free is that we're going to make a lot of money this month, 13,000 bucks, almost 14,000, and we're going to finish off the month. I'm hoping to get to our target of 15 to 16 plus. And if you divide that by 149 bucks, that's like, I don't know, 20 months in the room bought for you in 1 month. So that's why it's free. Our room is free. I can easily and happily say that. So you don't have anything, just you got to be an experienced futures day trader. You got to have the guts, and you can't be afraid to trade. You got to be really tough and ready for the action that we're going to get you into. So if that's you, feel free to join with us. It's only 45 bucks to start your training. Watch the videos that I have live recorded from my room, shown below this report. You'll see them down there if you just scroll down. But if you sign up, you're going to spend 2 weeks training, which is just watching initially and writing down the trades. You're not going to just sit in the room like a frog on a log, but you're going to sit there and write down the trades. Get yourself conditioned. Don't worry, you'll see all the winning trades and you go, wow, it's really real. Gee, golly shucks. He's not one of like the other liars out there in the industry. You know, there's so many of them. It's kind of, I'm embarrassed to say it for our industry, but you know, I'm here to give you the real thing. So come in and watch the videos, join the room, train for 2 weeks, and then you start trading with one contract, one NASDAQ contract. Don't use the micros in our room. That's not what we're for. We're for trading the NQ, and the prices don't totally correlate anyway. Use one Q, and we're going to get you built up to 4 contracts by building up in increments of $4,000 using my trade signals. You'll put up some money for the first contract. You should already have an open futures trading account that's funded. I mean, this is for professionals. It's not for newbies and wannabes and, gee, I think I'll check it out and see what it's all about. That's not who we are. We're here for the pros that are just experiencing a little rough patch. And if you've never made the kind of money I've just described, 100,000 bucks in 6 months, then you'll want to join our room, even if you're a pro and you do okay in the futures, but you'd like to up your game. Now, keep in mind, if that's you, you can always join with us for the first couple hours in the day, make an average paycheck of 800 to 2,000 bucks a day, and then go off and do your other stuff in the rest of the hours in the markets that's left over. Just a thought. But do that. Join our room. Put a paycheck in your pocket. That's just common sense. It's the kind of common sense your mother would have told you. Come in the Day Traders Action Room and make a paycheck, then go out and do your thing and experiment and look at other ideas if that's what you want to do. Most people in our room, though, they just make a living off our money that we provide for them, and they go on to do other things in the afternoon. Go off and go golfing or go run errands or whatever it is, you know, go swim in the pool, stuff like that. So with that in mind, wishing you a wonderful rest of the day, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the action, in the Day Traders Action tomorrow if you join today. Thanks again. Have a good afternoon.